challenge.
307 Heavy.
A call comes in that a tractor trailer headed for Maine is jammed under a downtown bridge. The truck came barreling through 400 feet of bridges. The driver cleared about 300 feet until the roof of the trailer started to graze the ceiling. But instead of stopping to figure it out, he floored it and crushed the roof of the trailer. Now he's wedged in so tight, the trailer is pressing down on its wheels and the belly of the truck is starting to buckle. Javier is the first O'Hare guy on the scene, and he recognizes the driver. Earlier in the day, the same guy had a problem with leaking brake fluid, and now his bad day has gotten even worse. The disabled tractor trailer has shut down a lane of one of Chicago's busiest roads, so the pressure is on to get that thing out of here.
This isn't the first time I say that.
Javier's plan is to hook his wrecker up to the trailer and push or pull the load out in either direction. He hooks up his rig and hopes for the best.
But since the ceiling's so low, we'll see if she can make it out there. We can only try.
No dice. This one's simply wedged in too tight.
Well, it's a good thing it called for a service truck. We're going to need to cut that roof out.
It's going to take more than brute force. It's going to take some creativity to get this one out. In downtown Chicago, there's a 53-foot trailer wedged underneath a bridge. Javier has called in a service truck to assist at the scene, bringing help in the form of tools and 2 O'Hare service technicians, Ryan and Jeremy. They start a new plan. The impact of the bridge caused the belly of the trailer to bow inward, so Javier chained the undercarriage to add some additional stability so it doesn't collapse in on itself.
I'm going to start chaining the belly of the trailer because it's sinking in pretty bad. And when we actually start taking it out of here, we don't want the floor to break and make the bad situation worse.
While Ryan hopes that slicing off the top of the trailer will provide the clearance they need to get it out from under the bridge.
Pretty much, I'm going to cut the sides of the trailer off. Basically, what I'm going to use is the torch. Part of the problem is that the walls are lined with wood. So, fire and wood, that usually means bigger fire. Hopefully there's no flammable materials in there.
If the trailer catches on fire, I have to put it out with the fire extinguishers. Jeremy, get on the other side. What are you doing? Get in there.
The wood-lined interior of the trailer keeps catching on fire, making it too dangerous to continue. They haven't burned the trailer down, but they haven't made any progress either. Javier has no choice. He has to fill.
City Lower Wagner Drive to assist 307.
Okay. I'm on my way.
Meanwhile, in Schiller Park, a semi-driver got in a rush and tried to roll through a snowbank, but it was solid ice. And now his 42,000-pound load of steel backing plates ain't going anywhere.
902, I got a tractor trailer that needs a winch out. Tractor trailer needs a winch out. I got it at River Road.
Once the driver realized his mistake, he gunned the engine and tried to force the truck over the ice. He had another example of flooring the accelerator first and asking questions later.
That burn mark is where the gentleman was stuck on the snowbank where he thought he could just floor it. It's a bad idea. Don't ever just think you can floor it.
Joey takes the call alone. He plans to pull the guy off the ice, but the massive weight of the truck could make this simple recovery a lot more difficult.
No, this one's just going to be a nasty pig. She's gonna start breaking, and then I'm gonna get pissed off.
Joey has to work fast, or the load of steel could push the truck over on its side. The weight of the payload could snap the trailer in two.
Hey, Tone.
But as Joey starts the job, he realizes he needs backup and calls in Tony and his 60-ton rotator.
I'm gonna have to get you up here when I pick this thing, just in case. Once I pick that high side, there's a point to where it could go over. And he's my backup. Good time.
The plan? Tony holds the trailer back on its high side to keep it from tipping over, while Joey lifts the back end with his boom, moving him off the mound of ice.
Keep your real high. When I pick it, I don't want to dimple that roof. Or put my boom out. When I pick it, she'll be over it. Just get you right against the bottom half.
Once it's off the ice, Joey realizes their job's not over. The metal plates inside the trailer have shifted to the driver's side.
You see that? How bad she's leaning? That whole load is shifted.
A load shift is what happens when a trailer gets jolted and its cargo is knocked out of place. Until the cargo is rebalanced, the truck won't drive straight and might even flip over.
This guy can't go anywhere right now, and somehow we're gonna have to back him into this dock, and I'm not quite sure how it's gonna work out. This is just a recipe for catastrophic failure.
Your best bet, honestly, is let us get a pallet jack out here, get a couple pallets over, and then go from there.
To call this one a win, Joey's team needs to redistribute the steel backing plates inside the trailer.
All right, me and Tony are gonna try to manhandle these things, but they're 6,000 pounds apiece, so.
It takes some time and a whole lot of muscle, but they get the load properly reshifted, and now they can just back the trailer into the loading dock, where the driver was trying to go in the first place.
If you want to try to make the run, we got to say at least you got into the dock, all right? And that's just to seal us up. So we're out of here now. The guy's in the dock. Good job. All right, let's get out of here.
4 hours ago, a semi sandwiched itself under a bridge in downtown Chicago. Javier has been working hard to free it, but he's out of ideas. He's tried pushing, pulling, and torching.
Johnny, get in here!
Luckily, Bill is only moments away.
Javier might be a little over his head, or he might not quite know what he's got to do. Every one of these jobs is different. Plan A is not necessarily going to stay Plan A. It's one of those things that we just got to handle. I mean, the customer doesn't want to hear about problems. They want results, and we're the guys to give it to them.
Bill arrives on the scene and quickly changes the plan.
You start taking the wheels off. Okay?
His plan is to remove the rear wheels and hook up his wrecker to the trapped trailer, suspending the rig between both O'Hare trucks. All Bill has to do now is throw it in neutral and let Javier pull them both out.
I was able to lower the truck right down to the brake drums so I could gain probably 8, 10, 12 inches of height clearance. Then Javier drove forward and I left my truck in neutral and we carried it out from underneath Lower Wacker onto the first ramp on Monroe.
Javi's going a little faster.
We're being towed by Javi in the trailer.
Yeah, but we're doing okay. It's doing just fine. A little fast, but it's all right. Good, see? Going on now.
I better get out there.
They successfully freed the trailer from under the bridge, but their job isn't over. After putting the wheels back on, they have to prep it for towing.
Everything that we're doing now is just to get it home. Just cinch it together. Right now it's about 15 feet wide. It's supposed to be 8.5 feet wide. So we'll put a couple chains in here and draw it together. Otherwise it's too wide. We'll go through the toll booths.
But first, Bill has to finish cutting off the roof.
If we don't deal with it now, it's going to fly off as we're towing it.
knows what he's doing.
Grab that chunk, I have it cut, but I can't get it to drop, so I'm back the tow truck up there, put a cable on it, pull it down, because it's still too high to go underneath the bridges.
Now that the trailer is roadworthy, it's finally ready to be towed back to O'Hare's shop. And even though this tow didn't go exactly according to plan, it served as a valuable learning experience for some of O'Hare's younger operators.
I like seeing a younger guy getting excited. And when they see the whole process unfold, they're like, oh, that was pretty cool. So this one worked well.
It's been another challenging day for O'Hare Towing, but